life, have you ever wanted something really badly that you kind of just force it? You kind of like wedge something in there to try and make it work, even if it's not the perfect fit? Well, that's kind of what happened to me with my niche site, Slightly Pretentious. So, if you know me, you know that I've got an affinity for the finer things in life. I like nice hotels, I like traveling to nice golf courses, I like nice watches, I like nice things. And so Slightly Pretentious kind of became my dumping ground for all of those things. The idea was that it might be able to be a brand that I could evolve into and write about things like watches or cars or hotels or cocktails or whatever it might be. The site started as a cocktail website. It was successful as a cocktail website. It was kind of my COVID project, so in early 2020, I started posting 2 or 3 cocktail recipes a week. I started doing some affiliate posts like best cocktail tools, best cocktail gifts. And during the holiday season of 2020, I sold over 1,000 books on Amazon just from that best cocktail books post. So Amazon doesn't pay a ton in commission, so it's not like I made a ton of money, but it was on a good trajectory. So ever since I've started blogging, I've always wanted to have a hotel website. I'm into traveling, I'm into luxury hotels, like I almost went into resort management. It's just something that I've got a passion for. Do you have a passion for just staying in fancy places? That seems stupid, but here we are. So it didn't seem like that was a good fit for Location Rebel. It didn't necessarily seem like that was a good fit for Breaking 80. So I was like, cool, I'll start doing hotel reviews on Slightly Pretentious. Hotels and cocktails, like they totally go together, right? Well, kind of. So back to December 2020, things were going great. We're getting over 30,000 visitors a month. The charts looked like this. Everything was going up. And then this happened. No, I didn't take a vacation to go swim in a fancy pool. I had a kid. January of 2021, I had my daughter, Elliot, who is phenomenal. She is amazing. She's the light of my life. But that kind of took a little bit of time away from some of the fun projects like Slightly Pretentious. That was always just kind of like my little hobby blog where I just wrote about the things that I like to write about. And then something interesting happened. It tanked. It basically just kind of slowly declined due to kind of 2 reasons. One, I stopped writing on it. I stopped creating new content. You know, it was doing really well for cocktails. It was a cocktail website. And I stopped writing about the cocktails as much. I started trying to wedge in hotels, which it kind of worked in the sense that the hotel posts tended to get more traffic than the cocktail stuff, but it just muddied the message. What is this? I don't know what this is. You know, I could certainly make it work, but it wasn't working as well as if I just stuck with one thing. So I stopped writing, and so that caused traffic to kind of decline. Also, there was increased competition. Apparently, I kind of stumbled upon a niche that, well, didn't have a lot of competition. And then all of a sudden, like Punch Drink and Liquor.com and Imbibe and all of the big cocktail websites started catching on, saying, hey, we should do posts on like cocktail tools and cocktail books because we can outrank this stupid guy. And that's kind of what happened. So I wasn't putting in the effort on the site started to go down, I had the kid, I wasn't working on it as much, and I muddied the message by adding in the hotels. So, where does that leave us today? Well, the site gets, I don't know, 300, 400 views a day. So, very small by blog standards. Not doing great. But we made a big change recently. I took all of the hotel content and I moved it over to Breaking 80. I basically realized that golf travel, there's lots of golf resorts, I'm staying in nice hotels. It's a better tie-in with Breaking 80 than it is with Slightly Pretentious. And part of the impetus for me for wanting to start the site is I wanted to be able to reach out to the hotels and have something to offer them. Be like, you know what, I want to do full reviews, I want to do videos in exchange for maybe a media rate or free hotel rooms or whatever, so I can, you know, feed my fancy hotel hobby. Which leads us to where we are right now. We're at the Waldorf Astoria Vegas, which I did not get for free. I did not get comped. We're paying here. But that's kind of a whole different story. And so it's been interesting because in the 2 weeks since I've made the switch, I 301 redirected all of the hotel posts over to Breaking 80. The rankings have gotten better. You know, Breaking 80 is a more substantial site, it has more link juice, it has a higher domain rating, which basically means content there is probably going to do better than content on a newer site that hasn't gotten as much love like Slightly Pretentious. So that means I've got more to offer when I'm reaching out to hotels, more eyeballs, more traffic. And I'm excited to see what that turns into. But that now begs the question, what happens to Slightly Pretentious now that nothing's really been happening? Well, we're gonna get back to basics. I wanna get back to exactly what made this site what it is, and that's cocktails. I wanna write all about cocktails, the history of cocktails, cool recipes, cocktail travel. That's where I think there's a big opportunity. Some of you know I had this very stupid goal of going to the top 100 bars in the world, and I got as far as 59 out of 100 on the 2017 list. The 2022 list just came out, and with COVID, having a kid, not traveling as much, let's just say that I haven't made as much progress. I think we've done like a quarter of them, which still not bad, but we got a long ways to go. So, all this to say, what happened to Slightly Pretentious? Nothing. It's just been sitting there. It really hasn't been doing anything. So, where do we go from here with it? I want to get back to basics with cocktails. I want to tell cool cocktail stories. I want to create interesting recipes. I want to share that on the site because, honestly, I still don't think there are that many great cocktail websites out there, specifically cocktail blogs. You know, you've got some of the big ones, Liquor and Vibe, Punch. They do a really good job, but when it comes to just an individual person writing about cocktails, there's some good YouTube channels, but there's not great blogs out there. So I still think there is a lot of potential. So now that Elliot's a little bit older, now that I'm figuring out, you know, some of my time management, I'm excited to dive back into the site. All of the hotel content that we were doing over there is now migrating over to Breaking 80, and we've seen success with that so far, so I'm excited. Have a few trips coming up. But right now, as it sits at the moment, we're in Las Vegas. I've got a beautiful view of the strip here that I wish I could show you, but it's gonna be too backlit. With that, my name's Sean Ogle. I'm the founder of this thing here at Location Rebel, where we teach you how to make money on the internet with your words, whether that's through freelancing, whether that's through blogging, whether that's through affiliate marketing, whatever it is. So if you're new here, then you probably haven't made it this far in this video. But if you did, awesome. Maybe hit subscribe. Most of our content is a little more educational. This was kind of an update, and if you want more thoughts on how we are going to regrow our traffic on the niche site Slightly Pretentious, drop a comment and maybe we'll shoot a video on that. With that, it's my last day here in Vegas. I'm gonna go probably make some bad decisions and yeah, probably just make some bad decisions. We'll see where it goes. Have a great day. Peace.